Hey, Michael Bowen here. All right, so I got so many replies from my engine angle question. I wanted to go over them a little bit with you, let you get a feel for everything that people are saying and which direction I think I'm going to go. All right, so let's get into it. I'll read a little bit and give you a basic overview of what I think. All right, so 12 valve John writes, what has worked for me is to level the bottom of the boat first. I'm not sure if he means like with jacks, with because there's jacks for the engines or jacks for the boat, where the jack will grab onto this runner, grab onto this runner, and then the jack pushes down on the center two runners, making the bottom of the boat bow out. So I'm not sure if he means like level the bottom of the boat like that, or just like putting on a concrete slab, leveling the boat. That way you get a level for your bubble, or means by like using jacks. Anyways, regardless. All right, it says level the boat first, then level the case, or the put your bubble level on the engine, and he's talking about a quarter bubble out on the back. That's what's worked for him in the past. I tell you, a quarter bubble seems like a lot. I don't know how much it would take for me to get a quarter bubble out, but yeah, that's what 12 valve John recommends. Daniel Dowdy writes, and this one I found really interesting, the prop always finds level. And that makes me think the prop is a big old gyroscope back there. So it may, have quite a bit of gyroscopic play on the whole ride. So if you jack up the front of the boat, the engine will run the boat on the nose. It's basically the same aspect, running the nose, running the back, running the transom. But the part where he talked about the prop always finding level, that's interesting, because I'm thinking how much gyroscopic play that big old prop has twisting back there. So that's something to consider. But I want to get to the winner that I think that really plays the best with me. Mr. Chet Meeks writes, if you lower the back, it will make the boat run on the nose, making it root and hard to control at high speeds, and not run the hill as good. If you raise the back up with 1/4-inch washers, it will bring the nose up and will run the hill better. It might buck a little. You can try moving the rigging forward an inch or two, or, and this is where I think I'm leaning, or just put a trim tab on it. So I think that's where I'm leaning. I just need to get a trim tab. There are lots of, everybody said, jack the back of the boat will make it run porpoise less and stuff like that, but also make it run the hill not as good, so I mean, there's lots of things to consider. Moving the whole metal work forward, drilling new holes in the runners, that's a lot of work. See, all this stuff is just a lot of work to achieve what I want to achieve, which is, all this is a lot of work to maybe achieve what I want to achieve, which is less porpoising. Or I can put a trim tab on and definitely achieve what I want to achieve. So why go for the maybe, put all the work into the maybe, when I can go for putting the work into the definite and definitely get the results I'm looking for? So that's what it is. Mr. Chet Meeks, you are the winner. I'm definitely, I'm thinking, just put a trim tab on it and forget all the other mess. And, boat jacks, like I described it, bolts onto this runner, bolts onto this runner, and pushes down in the middle. In my opinion, mostly, unless, I'm thinking of, well, for my opinion, mostly that's for race boats. I don't want to put it on a ride boat unless you have like some unknown or unusual reason to put it on a ride boat. I think, in my opinion, jacks are for race boats, because you want to get the bottom of your boat more of a bowl, and to get just that little eighth second in front of your opponent. You know what I'm saying? But so that's my opinion on boat jacks. If you know you don't agree with that, that's fine too. But that's my opinion. But as far as and like I said before, I got very little room between the prop and the cage. I think maybe I need to, when it's time for me to get a new prop, get away from that old water walker, and I don't know if I'm going to go with a Simpson edge or a whirlwind or whatever, but when it's time to get away from that prop, I might go with a shorter prop because I got an inch and a half, 2 inches on the top. And if God forbid I was to roll that boat, that inch and a half, 2 inches might be what saves the day. Or if I was to get a little bit closer on the top of that prop, it might be a bad day. So I want to think about things like that too. I don't want to just make it big, bring my clearance down just to get rid of a little bit of a porpoise when I can put a trim tab on it, keep my clearance, and get rid of the porpoise. All right, so looking for a trim tab. Anyone want to donate one? Hit me up. Make sure you check out my latest video, green grass, because man, everything out there in the marsh is very green from all the rain. But the water is low because they are draining out of our lakes with the locks. The locks are wide open and they are just doing all they can to drain it. But everything is so green. So the green grass, green pastures everywhere. Green grass and sausage. We cooked some sausages out there and forgot the ketchup. I thought everything was fine without ketchup, but it is what it is. Anyways, make sure you catch that. Watch that old cottonmouth airboat hull just run right past that Havoc. Let you know. Yeah, that's it. All right, so Michael Bowen in the market for a trim tab. What do you guys think? Where can I find one? Who's got one? Anyone want to donate one? I'll put it on there. So yeah, that's it. I am Michael Bowen, signing off. We'll see you out there. Keep it riding, keep it sliding, find them wet spots, all right?